Hey folks, welcome back to another video. So, you've been using Plutosphere to be able to play PCVR games without actually having a gaming PC. However, since this is a free early access, it won't be free for long. So you don't want to buy PCVR games that you might not be able to play afterwards. Well, have no fear, WaqMan is here. Today, we are going to go through the best free PCVR games you can play. Now, I know the time is limited to download and install, which is why I've tried to pick the games that won't take ages to complete or download. And if you don't know, Plutosphere are allowing everyone free access to be able to play PCVR games directly from their Quest headset, similar to how Shadow does it. I would have made a tutorial for it, but it's limited in the UK and only some areas can really access it. And I'm not in that area unfortunately, so can't. But don't worry, that won't stop me from helping you. Talking about free, remember we have our 25k subscribers special giveaway on right now, where I will be giving the winner any game on the Quest platform. And to enter that, just like the video, subscribe to the channel, put on bell notifications and comment hashtag WaqMan25k down below. The giveaway will end sometime next month, so make sure you're in it to win it. Well, let's get straight into the video. Number 1. Propagation VR. Now this one is actually one of the best free games you can get for PCVR, and one of my favorites, especially when I want to show off VR to new people. Now there is also a co-op multiplayer where you can play with a friend, but you'll both need to spend an extra $10 to unlock that. However, for single player, it's free and fantastic. You basically go through waves of zombies, giant spiders and creatures. It's actually quite a lot of fun and quite freaky. If you have the haptics vest as well, it also supports that. My wife threw the controller across the room when the spider stabbed her in the back whilst she was wearing the vest. I wasn't too pleased, but still laughing my head off. The graphics in the game are great and the creatures look horrifying. The game isn't too long but extremely enjoyable, so I highly recommend you try it out. Number 2. Roblox VR. This is basically a whole series of games you can play. It is more for kids than adults though, so probably take that into account. However, there are a lot of games that you can play in VR, such as VR Hands, where you're a giant, kind of bullying the little folks, playing on the other devices. It's kind of fun to hold their little bodies in the palm of your hands just before flinging them across the map, or putting them in the oven and turning it on. So you can have a lot of fun with it. The best part is that a lot of the games on there are free, so you won't even need to spend a penny. The downside is that you will need to install Roblox application to be able to play it, which is very small, so shouldn't really be that difficult. This is a great one to try out, especially for the younger audience. Number 3. Shattered Lights. This is an awesome room scale puzzle game where you'll feel like you're in a massive area even though you're just in your room. The way it's done is amazing as well, where it will change the scenery behind you and make it so that you never actually even went that way. You do need to have an area of 2 meters by 2 meters available. Anything less than that, it will work, but you will need a very strong stomach because it'll make you move faster than you actually are. The game is a little bit of a horror game as well with the atmosphere sets. That combined with the puzzles is actually a really nice free fun game, and there are some jump scares for your troubles as well. So check out Shattered Lights. Number 4. Waltz of the Wizard. Have you ever wanted to be a wizard? You're a wizard, Harry. Well, here's your chance to do so. This is a sandbox wizarding game that allows you to become Doctor Strange, where you can throw a fireball, slow time down, use telekinesis, all with awesome graphics. You can create potions and just create utter chaos and destruction. It's actually a really fun experience. The Quest version is now paid, so this really is the next best thing for free. Now, it is a short experience with a select amount of spells to play around with, but a game you might just want to give a go anyway, if you want to feel powerful. Number 5. Trickster VR Horde Attack. Do you ever wish you could be like Legolas or Aragorn from the Lord of the Rings? Well, this is your chance to do so, for free. Trickster VR Horde Attack is more of a demo of the full game, Trickster VR. This Horde Attack version is basically a wave shooter and set in the fantasy era. Here you will use a variety of weapons such as melee weapons like the swords, daggers or range weapons like a crossbow and bow and arrow to take down hordes of enemies attacking you. That's the name of the game. You can even shoot multiple arrows at the same time. And there are a lot more weapons to choose from as well. The graphics are quite nice, although there's only one environment. There are also a varying number of enemies that you will see as you progress through the waves that get harder. You can have hours of fun trying to get to the top of the leaderboard, so check it out. Number 6. The Ranger Lost Tribe. We covered the original Lord of the Rings style in the last game, but this time we'll move on to the Shadow of War, where you'll be able to sneak teleport behind an enemy and execute them in style. You can use your trusty sword and shield, bow and arrow, or even throw a spear with dead aim. The fighting is fun and can get intense. There is awesome blood, gore and dismemberment shown in the game, which feels awesome when you take down the enemy. The best part of the game is that it's around 4 hours long with a story to boast. To be honest, there have been games made that aren't even as good, but you have to pay for them. So if you're looking for a fun action game, check this one out, considering it's absolutely free. Number 7. Dead Ground Arcade. moving from medieval weapons to all-out gun-blazing action. This is similar to what a Doom game is like when you're on constant streams of enemies coming at you. While you're killing those enemies coming at you, new weapons will drop. You shoot them to pick them up. There isn't really any locomotion in the game other than some sort of teleportation where you can go from one side of the room to another. But the action is non-stop. There are also a varied amount of enemy types and cool boss battles. There are 3 levels in total, but I'm not sure how to unlock the other 2. So if you pick up this cool action game and figure out how to unlock the other levels, let us know in the comments below. But otherwise, check it out. Number 8. VRChat. Now I know you may be thinking, we can get VRChat directly in the Quest, so why would I want to play on the PC? Well, if you do play it, you'll see why it's on this list. There is a significant difference in quality in what you see. There are also PC only sections in VRChat, which the Quest can't actually access. But now you'll be able to go there and play with any avatar that you want. You can play many different games as well, and it should all run much smoother. You can even be Spiderman swinging around in the spider lair with loads of awesome suits to choose from. I highly recommend at least trying it out as the download doesn't take that long. Number 10. Google Earth VR. Did you want to travel around the world but can't afford it? Well, with Google Earth VR you can travel anywhere you feel like it. Or at least anywhere where the Google car has been. So, where will you go? Are you going to go to the pyramids of Egypt, Big Ben in London, the Eiffel Tower in Paris? Nope, I'm pretty sure the first place you'll visit is your own home. Don't worry, I did the exact same thing. To be honest, it's actually a pretty cool experience that everyone should try out and get your family to see as well. Number 11. YuGiOh VR. It's time to duel and believe in the heart of VR. As now you can play YuGiOh in VR. This game is unbelievable for all fans of YuGiOh, or card games in general. You actually get to see the monsters come out with full animation. It honestly feels like Konami made it themselves. There are loads of people playing online, and a Discord where you can find more. Now the game is full multiplayer, meaning you actually need other people to play, but that's where the fun lies. This comes with advantages and disadvantages. You can get into some disputes on the ruling for some actions or cards. You know how it is when you're playing card games with people, so there's nothing new there. An advantage is that you can have your own rules with your friends, such as 4-way duels or even deck masters, which is a concept based off the show. There are semi-automated actions, but it is still reliant on the persons inputting them, such as deducting your life points. And to install the game, you actually need to do it from their Discord. I've left a link in the description. It's actually extremely well designed and I'm quite impressed with it. And if you're a fan of the show or the game, then you definitely should check it out. Number 12. Spiderman Far From Home VR. This is a must try for anyone playing on PCVR. You literally get to be Spider-Man. This game is much better than the first one, where as soon as you get to the good part, which is the swinging, the game ends. Here, the swinging is the main element, where you can swing around and kill bad guys. Well, it's actually just a giant robot with its robot spawns it shoots out. But the swinging is a lot of fun. The game doesn't actually last that long, so it's a good one to try off just to have fun finishing it off. Number 13. Deadly Daycare VR. Well, this is basically an extreme version of Tamagotchis, where you need to take care of weird creatures. You need to feed them, bathe them, and perform evil rituals for them. It's actually kind of crazy, but kind of a fun game. If you don't make them happy, then you'll definitely know, as they'll start bleeding from their eyes before taking it out on you. It's not actually scary though. The aesthetics are cartoony and the gameplay is fun for one playthrough. And there are various different monster creatures that you're supposed to raise. So check it out. Number 14. The Red Stair VR. In the Red Stair, you act as an American agent in the 1950s on a stakeout or a creepy pervert. As you are gathering evidence on your neighbors, figuring out what roles they play with the goal of identifying which of them is the communist spy. You do all of this from within your apartment because you're obviously a weirdo. Receiving information from your phone and fax machine, using intel from your files on your desk, and taking pictures which you can fax to your handler to prove your suspicions. You'll have to use a number of different ways to try and identify people, ranging from descriptions of their appearance to items you can find in their rooms, to behaviors only specific members of the communist ranks follow. It's actually like an investigation puzzle game, so you need to think about what's actually going on and pay attention. So if you enjoy solving mysteries, give this one a try. Well, that's all folks. Now you have 14 awesome free VR games to test Plutosphere out without spending a penny. Hopefully you'll have a great time. If you want to see more videos of PCVR content, then let me know in the comments. Also remember to enter the giveaway. Well, thanks for watching. Have a great day, stay safe and see you next time.